What's the most disrespectful thing a teacher ever did to you? My teacher ripped my cochlear implant off my head, and the second she did, everything went silent. And I stood there frozen while the classroom moved in blurry silence around me. See, I've been deaf since I was born, but when I was 9, my parents got me cochlear implants. They don't fix everything, but they help me function in places where no one knows sign language. At home, we sign, but at school, I rely on those implants to hear lectures, group work, and hallway noise because without them, the world just goes dark and hollow. Yesterday, I wore a beanie to keep my CI transmitters in place, which I've done 100 times, and my regular teachers know what it is, and they understand how I learn. But we had a substitute that day, and she didn't know anything, and she saw something by my ears and assumed I was hiding headphones. She marched straight over and told me to take them off or she'd write me up for breaking the rules, and I stayed calm, took off my beanie, and showed her the devices, and I told her they were cochlear implants, and I even explained how they help me hear, but she didn't even look at them. She just squinted like she didn't believe me and called it a pretty weak excuse. I told her again they were medical devices, and I told her as clearly as I could that I was deaf, and these were how I stayed in the conversation, but she rolled her eyes and walked away, and I thought that was the end of it. But a few minutes later, I felt movement behind me, and before I could even turn, she reached forward and yanked both implants off my head, and I froze because my hearing was just gone, and my hands were shaking.